Oh my God, Nippy, I've done something. Ah, you know how I said I was working on a launch pad system, that I'd come up with the idea of doing like a fuelless rocket system, shuttle that we could send out to do navigations in space and all of that. And I wanted to do a space program with the British and Russia, if I could, if I was able to get the funding and support and all that, right? I had this dream of having the space program, having the observatory, all of that, and then I started developing what I thought was based off my idea for a kinetic engine for a car from all those years ago, and turned it into developing the space shuttle that I wanted to call Red Lil, after Queen Elizabeth, codename Lady in Red, but I call her Lil, my Lil, so called the shuttle Red Lil. And I'm just sitting here going over everything. It's like I've been pondering my orb, like I've been just kind of going over my life, picking out all the bits and pieces that actually taught me like really big things in my life. And I was thinking about the story about how Nana used to tell me about when we were babies. Her and Koro used to take us kids out under the stars at night to meet Granddad's friends, meaning aliens, right? And she said that she told me this story about when I was a baby. She said I was only a few weeks old and they were sitting on the chairs outside and they came out to see Dad like they always did, as she said, and they kind of like were going to Dad and they stopped and sort of not looked at me, but she said it was like they stopped and went back a little bit to, like they went past me to see Dad and then stopped and came back to look at me. That's what she said. And I was thinking about it, and then it's like everything fell into place. It's like everything just went dunk, 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 like all the pennies dropped. The pennies dropped about what it was I was inventing. And I kept calling it the God phone. And my teacher, remember, she worked with the scientist to work on the God phone, and I said I would be finishing her scientific invention. I'd be finishing that experiment. And I couldn't understand what it was I was drawing. I couldn't understand what it was I was seeing. I was only being given little bits of information. And tonight, the penny just dropped. Look, on my X account, I've got some stuff where I'm talking about it, and I'm talking about um, trying to figure out what B6 meant. Or yeah, trying to figure out what B6 meant. Or 6B, trying to figure out what 6B meant. And talking about piano keys and all of that, because I was trying to figure out what the hell it was I was seeing. And then I realised I had it the wrong way round. It's not 6B, it's B6. Look. Um, what I've built in conjunction with my gaming chair, for those that want to stay on the ground, I've actually built like a personal space pod that you'll be able to go up via basically like a drone that you will be able to sit in and go up into the atmosphere and meet God before you die. Because I have the keys, I have the codes, I have access to all of that, I'll be able to talk to the people while they're going up and talk them through their experience and all the feelings they're going to feel when they rise above the earth and see the curvature and see the sun and all, like when they get to see it all, when they sit above the stratosphere and all that, they're going to have like, they're going to go through quite a bit, especially like if they're terminally ill or they've been questioning God or faith or contemplating suicide or anything like that. They'll be able to pay to go up and talk to God. And I'm the only person in the world that's going to know how to do it. What I've invented is probably the greatest invention in human history. Because I'm going to, you won't need to worry about psychics, mediums, churches, religion, Bibles, governments, nothing. When you're sitting in my shuttle and you're realizing how small and insignificant you are, and you're staring the creation of everything right in your face, when you come back down, I guarantee you're not going to be the same person, especially if you have a spiked DMT release in the brain. So for people who are terminally ill, they'll be able to go up and meet God before they die. For people who are questioning life, questioning faith, for people who just want to see what's up there, they'll be able to pay to sit in my craft and go up and have a one-to-one conversation with God. And there's no one else in the world that has the technology or has the keys or has the ability to do it, because they refuse to talk to anybody else. Every time SpaceX and all that try, it gets shut down. NASA and that have to lie about everything they're doing. But they handed me the keys. And every time I get something right, every time I do a good job for them out in the world, like me taking Donald Trump down, for example, they let me figure more stuff out with this system. And tonight, I figured out a doozy. So now I just have to find the person that can help me turn that B6 into an energy fueling, and I have to turn that B6 into an energy supply to fuel the craft, put it that way, like plugging it in and then charging it, that B6, whatever that B6 is, along with other things, because that's just the start of it, because like I said, I haven't been able to unlock everything yet. It's like plugging it into the wall and turning the switch on for this craft. But I need to find the scientists that can help me how to turn this part that I don't understand into the science that's going to make it work. I'm going to need to find investors, and I mean, I was doing that with my space program anyway, but now that I've figured out what the hell it is I've actually been building, this takes it to a whole new level. And I'm popping myself, because it's like, what the hell have I invented without even realizing I was inventing it? I was calling it the God phone. So suddenly everything now makes sense. All the pennies dropped and it's like, oh my God, what have I invented? Because my gaming system, you'll be able to have the same experience, but sitting in the safety of your own home inside my gaming chair, inside my Menapod system. Or pay to do the real thing and go up in the actual shuttle itself and meet God, talk to God. And I'll be right there, like talking to you on the speaker system. Can you imagine the experiences people are going to have? I said it'd be interesting to see how many people, like if we send terminally ill people up, how many people will come back dead with a smile on their face. I want to be able to watch the moment they come up and just see it all and watch their faces light up and be like, oh my God, like this is real. This is so real. And then let them have that moment with God, and because then I'll be able to be the bridge, because I'm a median, MEDIAN. I bridge the gap. I let them make the connection themselves. And this is how I've done it. I can't believe what it is I've created. I can't believe what it is I've invented. I've absolutely mopped the floor with SpaceX and NASA and people like Bill Gates and that, mopped the floor with their technology for all their Microsoft and all of that. None of that even compares to what it is that I've just created, because that's earthly stuff. But what I've invented, what I've created, actually takes you to meet God, actual God, actual atom, the actual creator of all things in the universe. You will be staring it right in the face. And I think it's all because Nana and Koro took me outside one day when I was a newborn baby. I can't even, you can't even make this stuff up. I'm scared because I know what they do with scientists like me. And I'm here by myself, Neffy. I'm here by myself. I feel like I'm stuttering. My heart is pounding. I feel like I'm floating on air because of the panic and shock and realization of what it is the hell I've just done. It's not bad for an uneducated scientist that they tried to say was mentally ill, eh? I was way over their heads. Like, I was stratospherically way over their heads. And the cool thing is, people who are like, say, hooked up to machines, or like actually terminally ill people, people that can't, where it wouldn't be right for them to go up into space, people who are like paraplegic, quadriplegic, have like cerebral palsy, that sort of thing. For the people that didn't want to go up into the shuttle, they could have the exact same experience in my gaming chair, because we'd have cameras on the shuttle anyway. They'll be able to, and because of the way that my gaming chair is designed, they'll feel everything that the shuttle's feeling when it's, because my gaming chair will react, in the physical. So whether you wanted to go up in the physical or stay on the ground but still have the physical experience, you'll be able to do it through my gaming chair or my shuttle. Either way, and meet God. And that's why I was calling it the God phone. But I didn't realise what it was I was inventing. I didn't realise. None of the pennies had dropped. Everything had to fall into place at the right time. I had to earn the right to unravel it. Obviously, I've done something to please them, because they let me win a doozy on that prize.